Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jack and I are out here doing one cast today. It is the 14th of December. It's Thursday. And I boated up here to pretty much my favorite spot on the lake. I'm just above the Narrows, kind of out in the middle. There's no generation, little chop on the water, a few fish coming up and eating midges. Just a real nice evening. And I have my fly rod. I have two fly rods. And I've got, sorry. I've got two scuds on this one. Okay, maybe it won't slide. Two scuds, both peppies, both gray, both 14s. Yeah, 14s. First fly is about a little less than 3 foot deep. That's about right, I think. Should be a little bit deeper, but yeah, let's go just a tad deeper. I know they ran water hard this morning. I saw it when I was taking off. Looking at the indicators, Table Rock is turning, or it's already turned over. Our water is getting really silty. It's one indicator. The other is our dissolved oxygen content is rising quite a bit. It's probably a gradual turn because, I mean, we're still getting up in the high 50s in the daytime, but it's cold at night. And that cold is cooling down Table Rock's water. And I've got my float too deep. It's dragging the bottom. See if I can catch one on the first cast. Nope. Looks like I've got some. That's what I thought. A little algae on the bottom fly because it was dragging the bottom. So we're going to adjust the float a little bit. Okay. We haven't really talked about low DO a whole lot this fall because it hasn't been terrible. The fish have been pretty healthy. Little vibration on the float there. It's going to be one of those evenings where they're just barely chewing on it. So we For those that don't know, we own some property. It's actually on Cooper Creek. It's just north of our property, a little ways. And we're developing that property. It's mainly got a lot of cedars on it, a few hardwoods, but they're all fairly young. And we are building a road presently from the bottom to the top of the hill, where Ryan is going to build a house for his family. And we're also eventually going to put some cabins on the property. So, small single bedroom cabins. Going to be very secluded, very, very quiet. So we're excited about that. It's just going to take a couple of years to get it all done, or more. So we've been hauling gravel. We bought a dump trailer, save ourselves some money. Making 10 or 11 trips to the quarry a day. Rented an excavator, and Ryan has cut the road to the top of the hill, and we've got it gravel to the top, but we've still got a little ways to go to get to his house, or where his house is going to be built. So that's what we've been doing all week, actually for the last 10 days or so. They're not biting too good. So I really couldn't tell you what fishing's been like. I know some people have been fishing off the dock. I've seen a few fish being cleaned this evening. I imagine it's pretty decent. Am I still on the bottom? Maybe I need to just move out a little ways. Get a little deeper water, maybe. David Pett, who's a guide for us, he's tied some peppy scuds for me out of rabbit or squirrel. Can't remember which. I've not, Dave, I haven't got the chance to use those yet. He said they've been working really good for him. They would have a little bit different look. They should move really good in the water. I'm just about ready to go to my zebra midge. One more try. Talked about the polar plunge the other day. They have got the link up now so that you can donate to the Polar Plunge, our local food pantry. I've been on the board for 14, 15 years now, and I've been very involved with operations the last 2 years. We don't run ads on one cast. We could. I know the video helps our business. It's good promotion, so it's not like it's worth, or it's not like we do it and not get any benefit from it. But I would ask that if you enjoy one cast and you want to show your appreciation for what we do, I would ask you to give $5 or $10 or whatever. It's January 7th is when we are supposed to jump in the lake. This is the second year we've done this. We actually have some entertainers. Sheriff of Taney County is jumping, and his wife. That's a new addition. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's just not working. I don't know why they're not hitting the scud at all. Crazy. Peppy bite has dried up. Okay, going to a black zebra midge. It's a 14 also. I'll go about 30 inches under a float. Make sure it's tight. Okay. Now, we were very blessed to have a lot of people give last year to the plunge. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Water might be a little colder this year. Last year we did it in December. The water temp was in the 50s still. January it might be a little colder. Kind of lost my chop, which really shouldn't make a lot of difference. I mean, they still should bite it. Right? I'm gonna try something. Go not quite as deep. Come on, fish. Chop is pretty much gone everywhere now. Hey, just leave it out there long enough, something's going to eat it. Might take an hour, but one thing I gotta say, a lot of the fish we're catching, and I hadn't been fishing much, but they've been nice fish. And he's wrapped up. The line broke, and it got me in the finger. Did not get the barb in me though. That was interesting. Broke right at the knot. Okay. See if we can do that again. I've always said, and I'll continue to say, that zebra midge probably catches more fish than any other fly. As far as fishing out of a boat like this, it's the most consistent. I think a scud catches bigger fish. Is that a... but not as many. And a zebra midge is a fly that imitates a midge larva that swims up from the bottom. It's like a worm with a head segmented. And there are a lot of midges, a lot of worms flying up to the surface, swimming up to the surface, sorry. There's a lot of midges flying around right now. And they come up, attach themselves to the surface, to the film, and they crawl out of their shell. They get their wings out, dry them out before they can fly. They fly around for a while, drop back to the water, lay eggs, and they die. So these rainbows, they'll cruise around. I can't talk. They cruise around and they, oh, what do you call them? Forage feeders? So they cruise around looking for midges. So you don't necessarily have to move your fly around a lot. You can kind of just leave it out there and let them find it. But if you see one come up and it's within casting distance, you definitely should throw at it. Like that one. You cast at one that just surfaced because you know that you have a fish that's right there that's eating and looking for midges. He probably just ate a dry one that was on the surface, but still, it's a feeding fish. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm good. I think Trout Hollow has a benefit tournament Saturday, veterans. So if you're in the area or even live in the area and you want to participate, I'm sure it's probably a two-man tournament. But they have a lot of festivities afterwards. I think they cook a lot of good food. I'm sure if you go on their website, you can find out more about it. I might be going down to the White River on Saturday. There's some guys from my forum that go down once a year and fish the weekend down on the White. Call it Jig Fest. They like to throw jigs, but they fly fish and throw jerk baits and everything else too. Kind of want to go down there and try our sculpin jigs out. I did mail them some, so even if I don't go, they're going to try it out. The White River below Bull Shoals is absolutely full of sculpin, a lot more than here. And those fish, all species, especially browns, target sculpins. So I think they're going to work pretty good. It just all depends on if I can get away from, well, we're not hauling gravel Saturday, but still, we'll be working on the property too. Man, I can't even buy a bite. It's crazy. Had one come up right here I was going to throw out. I think I probably, next time I come out here, I'm going to try a smaller midge. I think a 14 might be a little bit big. I don't know. This side. Thinking about going deeper too. I'm a lot closer to the channel, so I'm in a lot deeper water. So I'm gonna go a little deeper. Can't hurt. Hey! Wow, he's not a big fish. My first one was a bigger fish. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. He's too big to lift. Don't break off. Don't break off. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. You little turkey. Don't you break my rod. It's around that. You know, it gets around that jawbone. There. I didn't hold it up, sorry. If I can catch another one real quick. I always want to check your rods every once in a while, make sure they're plugged in. What? That was on the bottom. That was weird. Throw it out there a little further. Must have been on a log or something. I'm on the bottom. You know why I know I'm on the bottom? Because I cut a rock. A rock with a little hole in it. Crazy. Try throwing out a little further. It shows you how the depth out here changes. This is really relaxing. Glad I got to come out and do it this evening. I had to let Ryan do the last couple runs to the quarry. My camera shut off. Don't do that. I've always said I like fishing in December the best because it's just so quiet out here. Not a lot of pressure on the lake. And this December has been pretty incredible as far as weather. I just hadn't really made time to fish. They're catching crappie on the other lakes too. And I'm not out there either. I think I'm gonna have to shallow up. There might be just a tad of current because I'm moving down towards the top of the Narrows, and it really starts to shallow up there. Not very fast. Man, that's a good fish. Let's do it. uh, 2.5 feet or so. Last time I changed the depth, I caught a fish. That cast is almost a little too far. I can't see the float quite as well as I should. But I was casting at a fish that rose right there. Quite a few fish midging closer to the bluff out in the channel here, so that's moving over a little bit. That was a terrible cast. I'll leave it there for a second. Oh, what did I do? Come on, you guys are all around it. Last cast with the zebra midge. Hmm. Try the scud again. Scuds. A little deeper. Ha ha. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I did. Oh, got it. I had a little fish in the tail. And I think he broke me off. Yeah, he broke off my bottom scud. It's all right. I can fish with one. He probably went after my first scud, or the top scud. And the second scud caught him in the tail when he let go of it. Happens fairly often. They're really starting to get active on the surface. Give it a couple more minutes. I think I'm on the bottom. I'm in probably 1.5 feet of water. My trolling motor's hitting bottom. See if I can throw across past the flat. A little deeper water over there. Oh well. I just appreciate getting out. Here, oh! Oh, still got my scud. He wasn't real big, but he was a fish. I glanced away just for a second. Missed too. Well, ooey! Now I gotta check my hook. See if it's not bent. No. While I'm here, I'm gonna shorten it up a lot. I hate to say it, but this is my last cast. Usually I would have signed off a while back and just kept fishing, but a lot of times when I do that, the fishing gets better later in the evening, and I wish I didn't turn the camera off. Still might. I'm going to be out here for a little longer. A lot of fish right out in front of me. That's, oop, spooked one. Got him. That was a deal. That was a good fish. See if there's any still up there. Okay, right out in front of the boat, there's one. Okay, this is the last cast. I think I am gonna go in, throw back up. Oh, there's a nice one I saw up there. I'm gonna have to make a long cast, but I'm gonna try it. Show yourself again. Ooh, I can't see the float because of the glare. Well, ooh, what are you doing? There's a wake that just made a beeline for my float. You can go under. Oh well. You don't want to slap the water. I'm not sure what's going on with the camera that shut off again, so I'm just gonna throw right out in front of this fish that's surfacing, see if he's gonna hit this scud. That'd be cool if he did. No, that's not the one. Well, thanks for watching. I gotta go in. Gotta go in and edit this long video. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.